This is the third time I've attempted to do this, trying to get what I want to say out there. I was hoping not to do one of these videos until the end of the year, talking about, everything that's happened from January to December, but here we are now. As I'm sure a lot of you know about already, the FTC, aka the Federal Trade Commission, is enforcing COPPA, the Children's Online Privacy and Protection Act, which seeks to protect the privacy of children on YouTube. While I'm all for doing that, there are also some major flaws that need to be worked out and a lot of things that need to be better explained for us content creators. Before I go forward, first and foremost, I am not a lawyer. I can't tell you how to mark your videos. I can't tell you what's right and wrong. I can't tell you where to go with your channel. Those are all decisions that you need to make for yourself. I may not have enough knowledge on COPPA or all the back and forth between the FTC and YouTube, despite watching different videos and reading a lot of different articles. But I will provide links in the description of videos that have helped me get a better understanding of the whole thing, so feel free to come back to this one once you've learned a little more. To comply with the FTC's new ruling, YouTube has to do the following. When you upload a video, you have to say whether it is made for kids or not made for kids. If you mark your video as made for kids, the following will happen. You won't be able to use info cards or end cards. Your video won't accept comments. Your video won't get notifications. Your video won't be allowed to be saved to a playlist or added to watch later. And your video will lose about 90% of its ad revenue. With all that said, you may be tempted to mark your video as not for kids. But the problem lies with the FTC. If they look at your video and determine that your video is indeed suitable for kids, but you didn't mark it as such, then you, the creator, could face legal complications. There's been a number thrown around about a fine per video, but I'm not going to mention it here since I don't know how reliable it is. The other major problem is where the line gets drawn. What if you made a video that is kid appealing but isn't specifically targeted at kids? Some of these type of videos include let's plays of your favorite games like Mario or Pokemon, or tributes to your favorite TV shows or movies. Sure, kids may stumble upon those type of videos and get hooked into the content, but that doesn't mean that they were the intended audience in the first place. As for my channel, I make videos that are about things that kids are into, TV shows like Pokemon, or videos about my favorite movies. While Pokemon may be geared toward kids, it doesn't necessarily mean that everyone watching the TV series or playing the games are all kids. It is something also enjoyed by teens and young adults too. And if you replace Pokemon with some other trending show or movie, it is the same way. The industry is not just for kids anymore. Most of whom I interact with on YouTube are Let's Players who play favorite video games or people who make fan tributes to their favorite shows and movies. People that aren't just kids. This falls under the category of general audience, something that while appealing to kids, teens and young adults can also enjoy. On screen are the demographics of my channel, where during the last 28 days, my audience is made up of people ages 18 to 24, not kids. I went back even further to the beginning of my channel, where on the graph you see that 68% of my audience makes up ages 18 to 24, 13% ages 25 to 34, and 17.7% ages 13 to 17. Why does this matter, you might ask? While it's shown there are teens who watch my content, the majority of my viewers are young adults. I have been on the site since the summer of 2007, 12 years, and have grown up with watching a bunch of different YouTubers, from friends to daily/weekly vloggers to Let's Players alike. What all these people have in common is that while their videos are family friendly, it also draws in a wide range of audiences that expand way beyond the age of 13. I have watched and seen young adults play and enjoy the Mario games, and even parents are rediscovering older games that they played when they were growing up, and they're playing them again. The video game industry is changing and evolving. It isn't just drawing in kids and teens anymore. The same can be said for popular franchises and TV shows that started out with kids in mind. Think Netflix and Disney+. This is what makes up most of the content on YouTube to this present day, I myself included. But this new ruling does not include people like us who are in the middle and have no intention of kids being our main target audience. In the fine print of COPPA, they realize that there is a general audience category for us content creators, and YouTube even knew this, but they never told us. And it's not in the new rules. There is no middle ground between made for kids and not made for kids. This is creating a lot of chaos for content creators and causing them to rethink their branding on the site. Made for kids or not, if this becomes a reality, people are going to have to make some serious changes. The two choices we are dealt with are not ideal for creators to thrive in. The takeaway from this is that no matter what happens with this rule, it won't change the fact that kids will still be watching. While it shouldn't be overlooked now that parents could be better and that they could be doing a better job of making sure that they supervise what their kids are watching, they can't necessarily control what kinds of ads and things that their child sees when they click on a video. This brings us back full circle to the whole thing with YouTube and FTC. I do think that YouTube was in the wrong here, collecting personalized data about kids the way that they did. But why does it feel like we, the content creators, are paying for their mistake? Punishing the people that work so hard on their videos, using their videos as income, and a way to support their families. We aren't the ones at fault here, but we are treated like the bad guys. I feel like I'm back in school again in the classroom, where one student made a mistake, but everybody is paying the price for it, instead of the one student getting penalized. As we get older and grow up, it's called taking responsibility for your own actions and what you do. My first instinct, when I started hearing about this stuff, was to just sit back and let it all play out on its own. But I can't just sit back and stay quiet about this anymore. Not when the future of YouTube and its content creators are at stake. We have to fight for what we want. Even if it seems hopeless, we need to look at all the possibilities and resources that we have so we can fight back. You can leave a comment with the FTC and voice your opinion, being thoughtful and civil with what you want to say. Talk about a favorite content creator and what they mean to you, and regardless of whether you're a creator or a fan, tell them about how these new changes will affect you. But most importantly, don't get angry and start pointing fingers. Suggest a compromise, something that both parties can maybe agree with. You have until the 9th of December to add your input. Make it count. There is also a petition on change.org with well over 600,000 signatures. I don't know how effective this will be in the long run, but if it gets enough signatures and exposure, maybe the FTC will see just how much of an effect this is having on the community. Sign and share on social media to get the word out. As stated earlier, I will post links to other videos that I came across that I think may be helpful and explain this whole situation a lot better than I can. They will be in the description box below, along with the link to comment to the FTC and to sign the petition. I have enough hope that if we spread the word and make our voices heard, we could be the ones that come up on top. This is not the end of YouTube, just yet. As for my channel, I'm not pulling the plug right now. If I have to do something different with my channel or my videos, I will post another video discussing those details, if and when I have to. Also, if you have a Twitter account, feel free to follow me as I post more frequent updates on there than I do on YouTube. And you can also keep up with anything that might be developing with the situation. Remember that while things may look bad for YouTube and its content creators right now, we have our voices and the tools at our disposal to possibly turn this the other way. This isn't the end. I hope to see you guys back here after the new year.